All right, guys, so I get so many of you asking me in the comments, in my private messages, Harvey, how can I improve my weak foot? Weak foot passing is trash. I don't know how to play with my weak foot. Well, luckily for you, today I'm gonna show you a full training session that you can do, which will help improve your weak foot so you can be more comfortable using your weak foot in real games so you can stand out. So let me just put my boots on and then warm up and then we'll get straight into it. Let's go. All right, so I'm all warmed up now, feeling loose, the blood is flowing, the fascia is feeling smooth. So before we get into any actual ball work, I just want you to have a bit of a mindset shift when it comes to your weak foot. You see, your weaker foot isn't actually weak. It's not broken or anything like that. You just haven't developed that brain to foot connection. And this is completely normal. Everyone started at zero. However, the ones that use their weak foot more in their individual trainers and then into their team trainers are the ones who develop it the fastest and then therefore can use it in real games and stand out. So I want you just to tell yourself that your weak foot isn't weak at all. It's just your non-dominant foot, all right? And then this mindset shift will actually lead to positive thoughts and therefore positive actions on the football pitch. So cut out all the negative words and thoughts that you have about your weaker foot and just say that it just needs to improve and that I need to train it more. So let's get into the first drill, which will help improve your first touch and ball control with your non-dominant foot. Let's go. Okay, so the first drill is simple juggles with your weaker foot. However, I know that juggling normally with your weaker foot is going to be difficult for some of you. So that's why it's absolutely fine to start at level 1 and just kick it and catch. Kick it and catch. This will just develop that brain to foot connection and that timing. Then once you can do that, then you move into bounce juggles, just using your weaker foot, making contact with the laces and letting it bounce in between. This just develops that rhythm and timing with your non-dominant foot. And last but not least is normal juggles with your non-dominant foot. So just keep in control of the ball. Don't worry if you mess up, all about repetition and practice. And then you can use your other foot, but make sure you're using both feet to juggle the ball. All right, so that was the first drill, juggling. Spend about 5 to 10 minutes just doing that. If you don't know how to juggle, then it's seriously time for you to learn and practice. I know you don't use it in a real game, but it's an essential skill if you want to become a pro footballer. So make sure you spend at least 5-10 minutes a day practicing your juggling, both feet, of course, but if your weak foot is lacking, then make sure to practice more on that. It just builds that overall brain to foot connection with the ball, improves your first touch, your ball control, and just overall confidence. So 5-10 minutes of juggling. Now it's time to get into the next drill, which will improve your passing and first touch. Let's go. Yo guys, before we move into the next drill, I just want to stop the video and say, make sure to check out my Instagram and TikTok at Natural Footballers. I post every day there on how to improve your juggling, your shooting, your dribbling, and all that good stuff. So make sure you go check them out and follow. And yeah, let's get back to the video and move into the next drill. All right, so the next drill that we're going to move into is simple ball and wall work. So find yourself a wall and just do simple passes against it, controlling it and passing it with your non-dominant foot. This is such a brilliant drill for any footballer. It doesn't matter how old you are or what level you play at, you need to be doing ball and wall work. It improves your passing, your first touch, your ball control, your confidence, and your overall technique. Let's get into it. Use different parts of your foot to control the ball. Use the inside, use the outside, so you're super comfortable when it comes to real games. Make sure you put some power into your passes so you can actually test your first touch. All right, so that was ball and wall work. Perfect for improving your passing and first touch. Make sure you do this for at least 10 minutes because it is super beneficial. And once you do this, then we can move on to the more fun stuff, which is shooting. Let's go. All right, so we're here at the goal and we're gonna move into more advanced techniques. So the first drill that we're gonna do to practice that technique of striking the ball with our non-dominant foot is the only net challenge. As you can see, we've got the ball on the line and we're just gonna be practicing our long passes, our shooting into the net. And the key is making sure the ball hits the net first. It can't bounce, and from this distance, you should be able to do it. But again, it's all about practice and repetition. So let's get into it. Just aiming for the middle of the net with that perfect power and accuracy. All right, as you can see there, 100% record for me. Just hitting the back of the net with accuracy and power, almost like I'm hitting a long pass. This is honestly one of the best ways to improve your non-dominant foot and that overall striking with the ball, because it's super important that you know how to strike the ball with your other foot. So now we're going to come back a bit to the penalty spot and hit some penalties. Let's go. So the big problem that so many young footballers make when it comes to improving their weaker foot is that they start doing shooting outside the box. Don't do that. Instead, you need to practice your overall striking and connection and technique with your weaker foot, because if you don't get that sorted out, then you won't be able to shoot from outside the box. So that's why we're going to keep it super simple and do penalty kicks, aiming for those bottom and top corners and just focusing on that overall strike of the ball. So let's get into it. So we're approaching the ball at a slight angle and our other foot should be planted right next to the ball. If I want to hook the ball more around, then my foot should be pointing in that direction. If I want to open up my hips more and put it into the other corner, then my other foot is facing that direction. And we're making contact here through the heart of the ball. This is what gives it the best power and overall strike. All right, some nice penalties there. My non-dominant foot is feeling real strong now after those 4 drills. Now, I think I need to challenge somebody. I think I see somebody over there. Can you see them over there? Let's go challenge them to a penalty shootout. Let's go. All right, so I just found this academy player. Who do you play for?
Christchurch United.
And what's your name?
Javid Henry.
All right, bet. All right, so we're gonna do a penalty shootout. We've just been training our weak foot, so what's your weak foot like?
It's all right, you know, it's all right.
It's all right, let's see it. Give us a weak foot penalty. Oh, okay, not bad. Bit of power on it, bit of power. What did you do to improve your weak foot?
I just keep training it at home.
Keep training at home? Lots of hours?
Yeah, just don't forget that it's always there, you know?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people neglect it. All right, so we're gonna do, I reckon, a bit of call-out penalties. So we'll go bottom left, top right, bottom right, and then down the middle. Let's see how many we can get out of 5. All right, first one, bottom left. All right, perfect. I like that. Good start. All right, Trev, let's go. Where are you going then?
Bottom left.
Bottom left, all right. Ooh, nearly. All right, let's go a big header, top right. Oh, no. Oh my days, okay. I swear I just broke the post, guys. Let's have a look at that. I straight up think I just broke the post. Oh no, just came out, attack. All right, Trev's turn. Where are you going then?
Top left.
Top left, all right. Ooh, nearly. All right, we need to get some goals now. I go top left as well. Ooh, not enough swerve into it. All right, where now?
Top right.
Top right, let's see it. Oh, he's hit the bar again. No way. Good strikes though, good strikes. Would you say this is like one of the most underrated ways to improve your weaker foot?
Yeah, for
like
sure,
playing penalties, like last one, well, bottom right for me. All right, not bad. Where are you going now?
Top left.
Top left, all right. Oh, not bad, good strike. Probably would have gone in the game as well. I think that'd be our penalty shootout. How was that?
Yeah, that was fun, that was good.
Good. So that's the weak foot video, how to improve your weak foot. We did juggling, we did ball and wall work, we did just only net challenge, so just improving your longer pass, and then we finished off with some penalties. Do this training session with just your weaker foot, your non-dominant foot, and you will see a massive improvement in it. But anyway, if you want to learn 5 skill moves that you can use in your next game, then just click this video here to watch it now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.